Everybody, Houston here with my brother Brandon Wright. What's going on?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. Let's get into it right quick. Brandon, you've been on the road quite some time. What are the benefits of your job?
Oh, yeah. You texted me this. You want to know the benefits of being a truck driver?
Yeah.
Well, one of the benefits is the pay.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the primary benefits, if anybody's trying to be a truck driver and it's not about the money for you, it's the travel. Like, travel is another thing. You get to see some great sights being on the road. And also, you kind of set your own schedule, so you're kind of your own boss. Like, truck driving is the intro to running a company.
Mm-hmm.
So if you never ran a company before, truck drive. It is the perfect way to run a company. Because literally, you decide when you work. You know, you got to decide the sleep schedule, decide everything. You know, and based on that, that's how you get paid.
Yeah.
So, that's another benefit. And then one more is actual like healthcare benefits and like 401ks. Most trucking companies does something called a 401k match plan, which they match every dollar that the company puts in there for you. Basically, as they say that you invest into it.
Mm-hmm.
So those are some of the benefits of truck driving. You know,
It's cool. Like, I remember you said you get a 10-hour lunch break, you get a 36-hour work break, and something else.
well, you get a 10 hour reset.
Yeah.
Which is basically after you drive 11 hours, you basically get a 10-hour break. In between the 10-hour break, while you're driving, actually in between your 11 hours, you get multiple 30-minute breaks and stuff like that. Those 30 minutes breaks be coming in handy. But all in all, they want you to run your clock responsibly. Ultimately, it is your clock. You run it how you want it. Just don't drive over 11 hours and don't work over 14 hours a day.
Yeah. I remember Brandon texted me like to help him on the road. At the time, I was getting ready. I was getting ready for surgery. I had a surgery day at the time, but I was like, maybe I get that done. But at the time, like way he presented to me, like, ooh, that's good. You know, let's say we're in I don't know, I'm just throwing a city out there. Let's say we're in Philadelphia. Everybody knows I love wrestling. Wrestling's in Philadelphia. Hey, let's say I'm working with Brandon. Hey, I want to stop at this so and so arena for the show right quick. He say go, but come back before 6 a.m. Well, all I need is 3 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's basically what you wanna do is somebody's in there. Basically, what you want to do is make sure you come back before I have to leave. That's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you come back before I leave, I'm good. And usually I sleep more. Like, they say they only give you a 10-hour break, but I sleep more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I might sleep for 14, 15 hours before I even go anywhere.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
brother, what's been happening in the wrestling world, and while you tell me what's been happening in the wrestling world, I'm gonna kind of like mute my mic because I'm trying to order some food because I'm on a food run.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to pull this up because I can't remember where I put it. I got to pull this up for you right quick. The Elimination Chamber, if you saw it a while ago, the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, it was quite interesting. Some say it was better than the Royal Rumble. I like it. It was pretty good. Now, Cody Rhodes, the winner of the Royal Rumble match, of course, Sami Zayn lost against your tribal chief and undisputed champion Roman Reigns. But here's the deal. Cody and Paul Heyman had a war of words, if you will, and Paul Heyman had to give some counsel to Roman Reigns. I'm gonna pull this up right quick. This is the cost you're gonna have to pay if you're gonna be the world champion. Winning the match is fine and well. That's one thing. Winning the match, that's cool. But if you were to be the champion, you gotta pay a cost. Check this out. I'm pulling this up right now. This is hang on a second here. Paul Heyman words to Cody Rhodes. If I could pull this up, that'd be great. Y'all give me a moment to do that.
While we giving you the moments to do that, also across the show, brother, I will be letting people know, since you asked me the benefits, I will be naming some of the cons of the job as well.
Oh yeah, definitely cons, man. If any job you got, but oh man. Yeah. I pulled this up here. Paul Heyman and Cody Rhodes. You got it. First of all, Paul Heyman. If you haven't heard of Paul Heyman, he back in the day he had a company called ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling. It wasn't like WWE and WCW. It was a little, I call it a little internet cool to professional wrestling. They weren't that financed. They didn't have the money like Vince McMahon and Ted Turner. So they couldn't even get television to TNN kicked in the 90s, like 99. And when they did, they screwed ECW. They promised $100 million to Vince McMahon. Well, we need that money. That's a long story. That's a different time. But check this out. Paul Heyman, words to Cody Rhodes. 1 second here. All right, here we go. This is the cost of Cody Rhodes if he wants to be the world champion. Check this out. If I can get no advertisements, that'd be great. Of course, we're going to have advertisements on here.
We're going to do some, as you say, brother, shameless plugs, right?
Oh, definitely. Hang on a second. Here it is, right here.
Notion that Cody Rhodes defeats Roman Reigns. What will your life be like? First of all, 200 days a year on the road defending these championships. 40 to 50, let's mark it up, 50 days a year doing charity appearances and red carpets. Now we're at 250, 30 days a year overseas promoting the general brand of World Wrestling Entertainment. Now we're at 280, another 20 days promoting WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank, Backlash, I don't know,
Hang on a second.
Oh, let's not forget to promote your title defenses in Peoria.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah. Now we're up to what? 300, 305 days a year? When your father, the American dream, Dusty Rhodes, was on the road, he was never home. And even when he was home, he was never home. Is that the life you want for your wife and child? Is that what you want for your family, Cody? Is that the sacrifice that you're willing to make for these titles? I know what you're thinking. I'm about to say something really vile and vulgar and
Come on, work right now.
acceptable, like, hey, don't worry, Cody. On a cold winter night, Roman Reigns will keep your
I
wife
got to do an upgrade, brother.
Yeah.
He's a happily married man. But I'm not.
Ooh.
And I assure you, Cody Rhodes, that's when you're going to find out that your WrestleMania dreams are going to become your own personal nightmare.
You're great, Roman. But I have seen this play before. Do not sin this man again. We haven't come face to face yet. We probably will, and it will probably be very soon. And I will say the same thing to you now that I'm going to say then. You are without a doubt the greatest WWE Undisputed Universal Champion in the history of the company. You are the current best champion in all of sports, but it doesn't change a damn thing. I have to finish the story. I beat you at WrestleMania.
Now, I first of all, I love Paul Heyman. Secondly, I agree with Cody Rhodes on one thing. Roman Reigns, who is currently your undisputed WWE Heavyweight Champion of the world and your tribal chief, he is the best champion in all of sports. Not sports entertainment, in all of sports. Whether it's basketball, football, boxing, UFC, MMA, Super Bowl champion. Better than any champion on this planet. Roman Reigns beats them all. 800 something days. 800 something days as your champion. Do you really think you're going to just give it up without a fight?
We knew he wasn't going to give it up without a fight, but brother, hold on now. I need you to calm him down just a little bit. Can't put that basketball, football.
I said what I said. This is blasphemous. I'm gonna say it anyway. Better than LeBron James. Better than Michael Jordan. Better than the late great Muhammad Ali. Better than Sonny Liston. Better than all the world champions combined. Hell, I go with the wrestling world. Even greater than the late great Andre the Giant, and God bless his soul, the late great Lou Thesz, and goodness gracious Bruno Sammartino, the greatest champion of them all.
Okay, brother, I want you to calm down. Like I love your sport. I love your sport. But you saying he's the greatest of all the time? You know, we're gonna say in the wrestling world he might be the greatest of all. I'm gonna say might, because again I came back with old wrestling. To me, the greatest wrestler of all time is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but that's debatable for you probably.
This is gonna be real blasphemous. I'm gonna say it anyway. How long was Muhammad Ali champion?
How long was what?
Muhammad Ali, was he a few months, few years, few months? The third time.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, the only reason why he wasn't I think if I'm not mistaken now, because again I'm not on Google or nothing right now, but I believe the reason that he retired was because of head injuries.
Yes.
Always getting hit in the head. So it's I think if he didn't suffer that injury, that man probably he'd still be boxing. Yeah,
but would he be the world champion?
Would he be the world? I strongly believe he would.
But I'm gonna say this.
It is debatable between him and Mike Tyson.
God forgive me, I'm going to say this. Ali's family, y'all have forgive me. I'm going to say this anyway. If you put Ali and Roman Reigns in the same ring, Ali, all due respect, Ali is going down.
Hold on now. You talking about okay, now you might Ali in that wheelchair, yeah, he going down, but Ali in his prime, I feel bad for Mr. Reigns. He going to have a few rings on his thighs. You ever heard that statement, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee? He invented that.
Well, actually, his trainer did, Angelo Dundee. But yeah, it's hype man Angelo Dundee, but still.
I'm going to say it, man.
And actually, Floyd Mayweather, he actually does that. Like, he actually follows that. Because you notice, Mayweather dances around and then strikes. Ali used to do that. Dance around, strike. Float like a butterfly, dance around, sing like a boo. At the right time, strike. You got him.
Do the foot shuffle and then pop you in your face.
What you want to do, you want to dance around them, make them tire them out. Make them do all the work. Bring them to you. Make them do all the work. At the right time, you think you got it, strike.
Mm-hmm.
And Mayweather's undefeated, but I'm just saying. The reason why Mayweather's undefeated because he follows the Ali method. Whether he likes to admit it or not.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this: Reigns, it has been impressive. He is the longest, like he's held the title the longest out of anybody, if I'm not mistaken. Forgive me, excuse me. And congratulations on him for that. He did I thought he was gonna lose, but he was just playing with him the whole time.
This is Montreal, Canada. Anybody know about Montreal? We have some dark history in the wrestling world with Montreal, Canada. This is the same city that Bret Hart got royally screwed in Montreal by Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon. But Montreal it reminds me back in Cardiff, back a few months last year. I want to say I think it was summertime. It was at Clash at the Castle. Drew McIntyre from Wales, from Wales. The whole country was behind Drew McIntyre, and Roman Reigns on the island by himself. And walked in there, walked out, still your world champion. And I'm surprised Jimmy Uso showed up. I thought that man had DUIs. I'm surprised he showed up.
That man, he was going to show up.
And he got DUI. Like, what the hell he doing? He got DUI. What the hell he doing here? Nonetheless,
you know it's all about who you know at that border patrol.
Yeah. Nonetheless,
I'm just throwing a little joke in there.
Jim, you got a point, because all of a sudden Jimmy Uso showed up, a couple of super kicks, still didn't get the job done. Then Jay Uso showed up at the end, didn't get the job done. Then Sami Zayn hit a couple what he called haluba kicks, but it didn't matter because the match was over. But Sami Zayn, in my opinion, was just a little pit stop at the Elimination Chamber. Cody Rhodes, due to his winning the Royal Rumble match, he has the right to face the undisputed champion at WrestleMania. And word on the street is going to be a triple threat match. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania 39.
And isn't WrestleMania going Hollywood?
So last time we did that was 2005. This is quite interesting.
Oh wow! So it's almost been what? 15? It's been over 15 years.
Yeah, since we did the Hollywood thing. At that time, it was one night back then. And speaking of, I'm gonna take you back. 2014, my first live experience at WrestleMania. In my opinion, I loved every single minute of it. I was living in Baton Rouge at the time, and my mom got a rental car. I was going to choose my dad, but he was disabled at the time, and so I chose my mom. So we went to New Orleans. This is Saturday. We didn't get to the hotel. We just drove back and forth. So we go to the Hall of Fame, go home. Go to WrestleMania, go home. So all day. I'm trying to calm myself all day. Excuse me, he's getting his food together. I believe I told the story. I was graduating that night, that Saturday night. And my graduation ceremony was set for March 31st. Hall of Fame ceremony was April 6th, the WWE Hall of Fame. And I get a text that night talking about we changed to April 6th. So I went to WrestleMania. So I technically graduated, but still, I went to WrestleMania. WrestleMania weekend. Hall of Fame gets here. At the time, I'm going to pull up the Hall of Fame class. It was awesome ceremony. I was about to say service. Awesome night. Let's see here. Hall of Fame 2014. Yeah, let's see here. We got here at the time. Hall of Fame 2014 class. I'm going to read a few inductees at the time. We have the Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake Roberts, Lita, her fine self, Paul Bearer. Hey, fix that. I'm echoing back here.
You said you're echoing? I'm sorry.
Yeah, my bad. All right, we got the Ultimate Warrior, Lita, Jake the Snake Roberts, Paul Bearer, God rest his soul. Paul Bearer, Carlos Colon, Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. It was also Scott Hall. Mr. T. Mr. T's speech was great, but it was too long. Mr. T, Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, it was also Scott Hall, Carlos Colon, Lita, Paul Bearer, Jake St. Roberts, Ultimate Warrior. So by the time we get going, I got half a voice left. You feel me, brother? I got half a voice left. WrestleMania, the big night comes. WrestleMania 30. I had to leave early because all these people in town. Of course, my mom couldn't take it no more. She in the parking lot. Once after Bray Wyatt and John Cena match, she's in the parking lot by that point. I had to leave after Undertaker Bray Wyatt match. It was a fun time, man. By the time the night was over with, I was broke. I had no voice. It was worth every penny.
But you was happy though.
Yeah, my voice was shot. It was gone. I have a condition called hydradenitis and boils all over the place. At the time, I had what's called an adrenaline rush. You know, I was on 10, didn't feel nothing. It was all good. Boils and all, I was on adrenaline rush. Oh, but Monday morning. It was all good till Monday morning. I got out of the bed, put one foot on the ground. My body was, I'm gonna make you pay for all that walking you make me do. Ooh, I felt everything everywhere.
See, that's how you know you're getting old, brother.
I had adrenaline rush that weekend. I was on the 10. I was invincible. Oh, Monday morning.
Brother, that's so funny. I got a good one for you. This dealing with this is the trucking. I remember when I used to unload trucks in Chicago, that like you was just talking about that adrenaline rush. I was on one. Now mind you, it's like 4 or 5 degrees. That's just how it's cold. That's how cold it is outside. Yeah. So in the trailer, it's gonna be like 10 below that. So it's like negatives in this trailer, and I'm just like, man, let me hurry and get everything off this truck. So I'm working via the adrenaline rush of just moving. My body's warm and stuff like that. And one of the ladies said, "Oh, you're loading it too fast. Give us a little time to catch up." Brother, this was the quickest snap to reality I had. About 20 minutes of sitting down in the back of that trailer, all the adrenaline, like, my body calmed down.
Uh-oh.
And I swear to you, it was like being in a so first of all, I've never been in a cryogenic chamber, but think of a below zero cryogenic chamber.
Oh,
like,
man.
My toes, literally, I have on 2 pairs of socks. My toes are completely froze.
Oh.
My lips are turning blue. I'm like, oh no. I said, man, well, you made me stop, so I gotta go get back in the truck and get it hyped up. I go back in the truck and get an energy drink and warm up. Basically, to make even more, laugh even more, do my little Hulkamania rev up. and once I unloaded that trailer and got back in that truck, I said, yep, I ain't gonna make it to the other store. It's just too cold, and I'm too tired at this point.
Man,
But yeah, adrenaline is a killer, bro. I swear to God. It's all good until either the next day or until your body calms down and find out what's really going on.
Actually, the Undertaker used to do the thing you talking about, the hydraulic chamber.
Yeah.
He did that every year for WrestleMania. He'll ice his body down. Like that's really why Undertaker started wrestling, because like he said himself, my heart, my mind want to do it, my body just can't do it no more. And wrestling has its critics, and it is predetermined, it is scripted, but it's real enough for you need surgery now and then.
Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan had to go get surgery on his hip a couple times.
Yeah, back surgery, hip surgery, a bunch of back surgery. Rey Mysterio used to jump from underneath the stage. He can't do that no more. He had a bunch of knee surgeries. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Rey Mysterio used to be very flexible and athletic.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio, like around his third knee surgery, doctor say, look, you can't be doing all that jumping from underneath the stage. You got to come out like you normally do, because this ain't gonna work. I remember Triple H. He was wrestling just 2002. No, 2002, 2001 to 2. I can't remember. Early 2001. Early 2001. He's wrestling. It was I can't remember the name of his partners. Yeah, Benoit and Jericho. The tag match. Him and Jericho, Benoit, somebody else. So anyway, he's wrestling. At one point, his quad muscle is torn. The thing comes completely off the bone. The quad muscle. And this dude kept the match going. That adrenaline rush, bro, kept the match going. So I remember he won the match. He did I don't know how he finished it, but he finished it. The quad muscle's gone. They did the surgery, came back. He took a year off, came back, and storyline wise, I don't know if this is true or not. Storyline wise, the doctors say everything's on a little wire. I gotta go back and watch that. But man, I actually saw the surgery. I actually saw the surgery like they did. They went all in his knee and everything, his quad, and fixed that thing. That's a tough thing right there.
Yeah, I will give it to wrestling. It might be scripted, but the things that they have to do to condition their bodies to fall and take certain licks, and the one thing that's not fake. Brother, again, I forgot. I can't say the F word around you. That's not scripted. It's those chops. Those chops are real.
Yeah. And every now and then we have what we call receipts. A receipt, something a little moved on, a little oomph in it. Like let's say I'm punching you too hard, and you punch me extra hard. That's called a receipt. And the wrestling world is completely illegal because that teaches you not to do that again.
Yeah. The man that had the worst chops in the WWE was The Rock. I don't care. Nobody said those chops used to be deadly.
I put it like this. I'm say Flair, Rock, Wahoo McDaniel, and I guess I go over to New Japan. I'll say Great Muta. And then worse, your chest all red, and it hurt.
Yeah, and you see the whelps like that. That used to kill me. I used to just watch the whelps just swell up during a match. I used to be like, ooh, wee.
In fact, after the chamber,
like that, I might have to fight for real.
I'm gonna send you this picture, Brandon. Check out Sami Zayn's back after the Elimination Chamber that night. Check this out. I'm gonna send you this right here. Sami Zayn's back after the chamber. Hang on. Let's see here. In fact, I want you to look it up right quick. I want you to see it for yourself.
Well, currently I'm driving right now, so if you text it to me, that'll be better.
Yeah, Sami Zayn's back after the chamber. Hang on. I'll send it to you this way. Hang on a second. All right. Those chair shots, man. That they stopped doing it to your face after Benoit died. That's a different story in itself. Now they do chair shots towards your back nowadays.
Yeah.
Because it might hit you in the face with the chair. That scrambles your brain cells.
It does, and they used to actually those heads. To a certain extent, I knew those metal chairs wasn't fraudulent. I'm gonna say it like that. And I was like, man, when they hit those people with a chair, I don't care how flat it is or how you can time it or how you can brace for impact. that's gonna always hurt.
Yeah. They stopped doing it after the Benoit tragedy, the Benoit incident. They stopped doing it to your face. Benoit had CTE when he died, but that's just excuse what he did. But yes, you can't diagnose CTE to somebody's dead. You got to go in the brain and look it up and find it. You can't do that to somebody's dead because you don't know if they got CTE or not.
I feel you. I just, if that's the case, my boy Shawn Michaels got hit so many times in the face with super kicks and chairs and bamboo sticks and. Oof. Matter of fact, I gotta ask that question, brother, because I haven't seen Shawn Michaels in so long. Mr. HBK, Heartbreak Kid, does he still wrestle?
No, he's training now. He lives in Florida now with NXT. Not with NXT. He lives in Florida, training the NXT brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't make appearances or anything anymore.
He does. But he's like he's like the vice producer on NXT. He's like behind the scenes now.
Okay.
The last time he wrestled was
shout out to Heartbreak Kid.
a while ago.
When I was watching wrestling, he was one of my biggest fans. I was the biggest fan of him. I love the Shawn Michaels.
Check that out. I just sent it to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just got it. Oh, wow.
Yep.
Ooh, shoot. Ooh. We gotta go get him in the ice bath. Wow, so stacked. So, brother, I know you like to commentate a lot, but could you actually wrestle?
No. I used to want to be a wrestler. I saw one clip where these guys go through to do that. Nah, I'm good to commentary this.
I would say I would like to do it, but the conditioning part would get me.
Yeah.
And there's some certain things you just can't condition for. Like I said, like being smacked with a chair.
Mm-hmm.
Or I know they learn how to fall because I watched a documentary on it, but they learn how to land in a way where it doesn't, the impact is kind of absorbed and all that. I was like, nah, can't do this. Can't do this. But I'm gonna get to this before I forget. Some of the cons of actually being a truck driver. One of the things, if people have families, are if you're any guy that's in his 20s, or if you're 21, because that's when you can actually legally drive a truck, and you're on the road and you have family, whether it be an ill mother or you have kids, you're not probably going to want to be away from home a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things about truck driving that is a downside, is being away from home. Another one is depression. Anybody that's a truck driver and they tell you that they're not depressed, I would tell you they're probably lying. Because being with yourself and your own thoughts all day can get depressing. And it's mentally draining. That's why, brother, I don't think I ever let you know this. Well, this is about to go back to the benefits. Well, they have a chaplain at my company that calls you.
Mm-hmm.
And he just checks on you, prays with you every morning. Or as much as you want to call him, he'll reach out to you. And just make sure you're in a great mental headspace to do your job and to be okay. So, those are some of the pros and cons of it. And if anybody wants to actually talk to me, my brother, I'm gonna go ahead and let you do the shameless plug of all our Instagrams and stuff after the sentence. But yeah, reach out to us on Twitter. I can answer any questions that anybody has about truck driving.
Yes,
sir.
Be a truck driver. We're all over the place. I'm thinking about getting us a Facebook page. We're working on that. We're on Twitter. We're on not Instagram. We're on Twitter. Basically, right now we're on Twitter. We're on iTunes. We're on Spotify, I believe. Go to Linktree, linktr.ee/truckerspod for a list of all our platforms. And hit us up on Twitter @truckerspod or truckerspod@gmail.com. And of course, on the side, I have my own show called Wrestling Tracks. Check us out. Linktree, linktr.ee/W Tracks. For listen to all our platforms over there. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. I want to thank y'all for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Yes, sir.